Hello, my name's John. This is a Hobby Roundup, and you're watching War Games, Models and Other Hobbies. Hello and welcome back to September's Hobby Roundup. I've been doing quite a few different things this month. You'll have seen quite a few videos of different projects that I've been working on, and I've been working on a few things not in the videos. To start, what I want to do is just run through a few of the things that aren't necessarily model related, so we'll do that first. So, Space Marine 2, what more can I say? Lots of people are playing it. I picked it up and I've been really enjoying it. I've managed to create one of my custom Space Marine chapters in it. I'll put it up on the screen right now. These are the Knights Topaz. Here's one of the models that I've made from them. And really enjoying the online play with these guys. So if you see these turquoise coloured Marines running around dying quite often, that's me. I'm not the best at the game yet, but I'm getting better with practice. Also this month, I finally got Aliens Expanded, the documentary about the making of Aliens. I backed this quite a while ago and really happy that it's been finally released in a physical format, as I do like my physical format media. It is quite a long documentary at 282 minutes, but today I sat down and watched the whole thing and thoroughly enjoyed every long minute of it. It's one of those documentaries that introduced me to a lot of things I didn't know, as well as reminded me of quite a few of the things that I did know. But that was a really fun thing to get in the post this month. I also got in the post my copy of Magic Realms by Ian Livingstone and Jonathan Green. This is the art of fighting fantasy. So just as a quick open up the book and have a look, it is a book full of all of the artwork from the fighting fantasy books, something that I used to love growing up, and this book, when it was announced, I had to back it, and I'm really happy that I finally got it. If you'd like to see any videos on this and have a look at a few of the artworks in it, please drop a comment. I'd be happy to show you guys what's inside. So, after playing Space Marine, I was inspired to work on my long-term project of my own Space Marine chapter. So I decided to work on an Intercessor squad. So we'll have a quick look at those before we look at all of the Necromunda stuff I've been working on. So, playing Space Marine 2, it has inspired me to create a more dynamic squad of Marines. So as you can see, this first one is a running Marine with the bolt rifle. All of these parts are from various different Space Marine kits, from push fit models to more complex kits and all sorts. I just looked through all of my bits box to create the kind of the look I wanted. So we have the running Space Marine just there. We also have the grenade launcher toting Space Marine standing their ground, so not as dynamic as the other ones, but I kind of think if you're shooting a grenade out of the front of a bolt rifle, you're going to plant both your feet hard on the ground. I then have one of my models that I've actually used for a previous project that never went anywhere, so I've adapted it this time round. So I've added this more long-range bolt rifle. I think it was from the Raven Guard update kit to this character, as my chapter has bird-like iconography. That's why there's the feathers on there. And then this guy is lowering his gun to shoot his bolt pistol, which I kind of like that pose, using the secondary weapon. I then have the sergeant of the squad, who has slung his bolt rifle under his arm, and he is getting ready to swing his chainsaw. Something I really love in Space Marine 2 is when you just get the chainsaw out and just hack and slash everything. So that's what I've decided to do with the sergeant as he moves forward. And then finally, my favourite member of the squad, who again came from a previous project. This is a bolt pistol wielding Intercessor Marine with the bolt rifle slung under his arm, and then he's walking forward taking shots with the bolt pistol. This bolt pistol was from the Infiltrator kit, and I just really like the kind of the pose it has, as it looks like the Marine is aiming up as they're shooting and moving forward. But yeah, that squad of 5 Marines is to go with my Space Marine chapter, the Void Crows. If you'd like to see more videos on me building Space Marines, running through my chapter, please drop a comment. I do have a few other videos about the Void Crows which I made quite a while ago. I'll put a link in the description for those. So the next thing I was working on was Necromunda. So with Hive Secundus being released at the beginning of the month, or actually a little bit longer than the beginning of the month ago, I started experimenting with the gene stealers within the box set. So a very kind of pale paint scheme I started on these ones. I'm still trying to work out exactly what I want to do. So I've just done the base coat, and from there I'll kind of work out exactly where I want to go with these ones. I also painted up a gene stealer inspired by the glowing ones from Fallout 4. I'll leave a link in the description because I did a video on this one for a real-time painting video. I added a few extra colours to this one after the video, but I'm really kind of happy how it turned out. It's one of those one-off models that the experiment went well. One thing I would recommend with all of these, however, is if you're painting your gene stealers, don't stick them to the base first. It becomes quite tricky to get all of the details and that kind of thing. But I was being a little bit impatient and I wanted to get it done. And then along with the Necromunda theme, I've been making Spire Hunters this week. If you've been watching the videos, I've been making a Spire Hunter each night. And I'll leave a link in the description to all of those as well if you want to go back and look at them. But these 3 characters just here, these are my Spire Hunter gang members. Obviously you don't get to start with many whenever you're playing with the Spire Hunters, but I kind of tweaked a few details on them after I made them so they look a little bit more coherent. So starting with the Malcadon, let me zoom in so we can see this a little bit better. There we go. So here's the Malcadon. I added a few details to the base, and I can't remember if that was the original head that you see in the video, but I've made all of the heads very similar throughout the gang. So if we get the Oros, you'll see that we've got very similar kind of optics on the heads, just to tie them together. So this one has that little extra detail on the base. Let me zoom out a little bit for this Oros Spire Hunter. This one, extra details on the base, just broken metal work and that kind of thing. This just ties the whole group together, and that was due to the fact that I converted the hunt leader to stand on some metal work because of the leg swap that I did. But again, that's in the videos that I've been making this week. And again, with this one, I can't remember if I changed the head or not, but all of them have that similar looking head on the characters, so they have that kind of coherency within the gang. So not many models this month, but I have been doing other bits here and there. One thing I do want to say, so next month Mordheim is 25 years old, and to celebrate that I'm producing a whole series of videos looking at that initial release, the origins of Mordheim, the different warbands you can play, all the different characters and so on. So it's going to be slightly different next month because all the videos are going to relate to one thing, but stay tuned for that over the next month. Also, you'll have seen, if you've been watching some of the videos, I've been playing around with different camera angles, different frequency of videos and that kind of thing. So all of this week we've had a video rather than just the 2. There's going to be a few different videos, like I said, next month, and they're going to be at different points in the week. I'd love your feedback on this. If you'd like to see more short videos, please drop a comment, or if you prefer the fewer videos but slightly longer, just let me know. But for now, all I can say is thank you so much for tuning in. My name's John, and you've been watching War Games, Models and Other Hobbies.